What's good? Back again with another reaction to this video. The unaliving that sent Drakeo the Ruler's entire gang to prison, bro. That's RP Drakeo the Ruler first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Original video link in the description. Watch to the end, like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you got your main little roller, you know, a little fat one, bro. The little cinnamon milk, you know what I'm saying? The little loose leaves, whole eighth in there, bro. Happy 420, because this is when I'm recording it. Y'all gonna be watching this probably like on Tuesday, Monday, we'll see, bro. But anyways, let's get on with this video. Watch to the end. Let's check it out.
If you're not familiar with Drakeo the Ruler, he's arguably the biggest underground rapper out of California right now. Drakeo, whose real name is Daryl Caldwell, grew up in the hundreds. This is a legendary section in LA. Drakeo was raised as a Crip, based on the block he's from. His neighborhood is rowdy, and it's known to be one of the most active areas in LA. As Drakeo got older, he began his own wave with his friends from his neighborhood. They started calling themselves the Stinc team. They still have their neighborhood affiliations, but they just wanted to have their own style. The Stinc team is officially classified as a street gang by LAPD. The group is made up of Drakeo the Ruler, his brother Ralphie the Plug, Catchy the Great, Kels, Bambino, and Say So the Mac. The group began having notoriety after Drakeo dropped his debut album, I Am Mr. Mosley. From there, his unique style brought him and the Stinc team to West Coast fame. While all this fame was coming, the Stinc team was living a real street life behind the scenes. But before we get into the beef, let's talk about who they don't have problems with. The Stinc team is cool with the Jordan Downs projects, also known as Grape Street. This is where the movie Menace to Society was filmed. This legendary hood is where 03 Greedo is from, and that's why you see Drakeo yelling Free 03. The Stinc team is also cool with the Rolling 40s. The 40s are under the Neighborhood Crips umbrella. They're located right below USC campus and the Coliseum. The Stinc team also associates with the East Coast Crips, not to mean like East Coast New York, rather the east side of LA. Let me be honest, the Stinc team has beef with the whole LA. They're really the top ops of Southern California. Their main and first opposition is the Inglewood families, which is located in Inglewood, obviously, right by the Chargers' new stadium. The Inglewood families go by IFGB, and they are one of the oldest established gangs in LA. They're the guys who wear red, you know, the Bloods. IFGB has been rivals with the Neighborhood Crips and Rolling 40s for decades. Inglewood family is represented by famous rappers Frosty the Snowman and Rucci. Frosty the Snowman got famous with his hit songs You Dig and
I remember Drakeo the Ruler Stinc team, they were beefing with a lot of people, bro. They made their album covers are pretty crazy. I remember a lot of the back and forth that went on. It's RP Drakeo for sure.
Milwaukee Bucks. All of this takes me to a tragic incident in 2016. December 10th, 2016. There's a naughty pajama party in Carson, California. Both Inglewood family and the Stinc team decide to show up. Drakeo the Ruler and Stinc team members are outside the party chilling by their cars. That's when they notice their rivals from Inglewood family. An IFGB top member, Davion Gregory, who goes by Red Bull, walks out of the party with Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Travis Broom. Drakeo notices and turns around to his group and says, "Let's get out of here." Then Red Bull and Travis Boom walk by the Stinc team. That's when shots start flying from a man behind a black Mercedes SUV. Davion Gregory would be hit multiple times with a 40 and a 38. He would pass away at the scene. LAPD would check the security cameras from around the area and find a black Mercedes fleeing the scene. After internet research, an investigator would find the same car in Drakeo's music video. It was his most recent music video called Chunky Monkey, and you see him driving around in the black Mercedes. In that same video, they would also see a 40 and a 38. That would be all the evidence they needed to arrest Drakeo the Ruler and the Stinc team. Here's where things get interesting. LAPD decided to do some.
You know what I find crazy, bro, is you be doing what I find crazy is y'all gonna do a drill but use the same vehicle, right? The same weapons, the tools and all that in the music video. Some people even wear the same fit. Bro, that's just stamping, you know what I'm saying? That's just self, like, bro, it's self-incrimination. Basically what I'm just trying to say, you know what I'm saying? But what do I know, right?
Some sneaky stuff. They would put all of the Stinc team in different cells and they would assign them with fake cellmates. What do I mean by that? Well, their cellmates were undercover cops pretending to be criminals. The undercover cops would wear wires to see what kind of information they could get out of them. Well, that would be a smart
That's
move,
crazy.
but I have no idea how
They be
that's
doing
legal.
that. Yeah,
Like, there's no
exactly.
way you should be able to do that.
That's like entrapment, right? Like that shouldn't really be a thing. It goes back to a couple of videos ago where you got the cops who are in undercover vehicles and they'll try to race you, right? They'll try to get you to speed, or they'll try to, if you're on a motorcycle, they'll try to get you to do wheelies and right, and then they lock you up or arrest you or get you a ticket or a fine just for that, or tow your vehicle, or all of the above. It's like it's not self-incrimination. It's you know what I mean, bro. Shouldn't be doing that. That should be illegal.
Anyways, Stinc Team and Rolling 40s member Too Shitty would tell a cellmate that Jaden Boyd was the one who did it. Jaden Boyd goes by AB, so technically he said AB did it, but investigators were able to figure it out anyways. Mind you,
Yeah.
Jaden Boyd was not even being investigated for it in the first place. Well, that would change because those comments by his friend would get him arrested. And also, because of those comments,
Alright, y'all, just zip it. Whenever, if the case is ongoing, do not tell a soul, because you don't know who those people are working for or how they keep basically bend that information against your will, bro, and to their benefit. You know what I'm saying? So you need to just
LAPD would start giving out deals to more members who were willing to speak up. They were throwing football numbers at Drakeo and his crew. I'm talking about 20 years, 30, 40, 50, and more. That would be unless they would speak up and tell names. Well, everyone would stay solid except one. Drakeo the Ruler's right-hand man, who goes by Solo, would take a deal with the police. They would offer to drop his charges and let him walk free if he gave up information. And he would tell them everything they needed. He would tell investigators that the whole Stinc Team was at Draco's house on Aviation Boulevard before the party. He said that Drakeo found the pajama party on social media and that he wanted to pull up. He said they drove to the party in 5 cars, with Drakeo leading the way in his black Mercedes. Solo says they're all chilling at their cars when Too Shitty tells them that he sees Inglewood families in the party. Then Solo says he sees Red Bull walk by their car. He says that Drakeo the Ruler would say, "Let's get out of here." Then he says he heard shots coming from his way and he took cover. He says he saw Stinc Team member Kells busting his 40 and he saw AB busting his 38. That's when they took the whole Stinc Team down. When you hear rappers say watch your homies and that it'll be the closest ones to you that'll burn you, it's nothing but the truth. Here's how it would play out in court. Drakeo was able to hang jury twice on the
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's true. You'd be your closest homie. I'd be the one taking you out if, for some political reason, right? Politics. It'd be your closest one that you did dirt with that would be on that stand pointing the finger at you. You know what I'm saying? When you're facing real, that's why you can't really put your stock in a lot of people. You got to keep your circle small.
murder charge, and he would only end up facing possession charges. Everyone assumed that he was in the clear, but then the judge would demand a retrial. So Drakeo would remain locked up for a few more years. This move by the judge was very controversial, and many people thought it was injustice. Well, Drakeo was finally able to get out in 2020. Things wouldn't turn out so well for his associates though. His friend and fellow Stinc Team rapper Kells ended up getting life without parole.
Damn. That's crazy.
It seems that Jaden Boyd, also known as AB, is still facing his charges to this day. And then that brings us to Solo, the rat. Well, Solo would end up going free after he testified, and now he's tucking his tail out of state somewhere under witness protection. So now that Drakeo is out free, he has come back harder than ever. He has dropped 4 albums and he has gotten more famous across the country.
What else it? Anyways, gang, hey, if y'all watch to the end, I appreciate y'all. Let me know y'all think about this in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? RP Drakeo the Ruler, first and foremost. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me know y'all think about this in the comments below. Gang, with that, I'm going to let y'all go. We out.